Have you ever seen the Magic the Gathering card Demonic Tutor? I haven't. Let's draw it here on My Sketchy Habit. Hello, my name's Patrick, I'm an artist, and this is My Sketchy Habit, where we draw every day and we don't have to be ashamed because we are art positive and we think creating, making, drawing, doing stuff is really worth the time and effort, and that's why I created My Sketchy Habit, so that we could be encouraged to do that every day and so that you'd have someone to work alongside of. We have a new theme every single week here, and this week our theme is Magic the Gathering cards that I've never seen or heard of before. I got a friend of mine to send me a list of Magic the Gathering cards and we drew them. Today we're going to have a really good time with Demonic Tutor, which is a very fun description to me. Speaking of art, we have an art gallery where I want to share your art. All you have to do is become a member of the Discord, join the Doodle down below. There's a link in the description, and yeah, we would love to see your art. I have a few pieces from people I've gotten over the last little while that I'm going to start putting in at the end of the video in the art gallery. I cannot wait to share them with you. Don't forget, we also have a month-long sheet of inspirations to inspire you to draw or create every day. This month it's costume season, and over the weekend we had a few prompts. One of them was Grimm. This is my Grimm here, and I can't wait to see what you're working on. Please join the Discord, join the Doodle, show us what you can doodle, and yeah, we'll put it here on the screen. Don't forget, at the end of the video we have a few new projects that were submitted, and I can't wait to show them to you. For now, it is time for us to get to Magic the Gathering, the card game full of art and inspiration and ideas, and I haven't played a lot of it. I played a little bit here and there, but today we're drawing cards I've never heard of, and the first one on our list is Demonic Tutor. Demonic Tutor, I cannot wait to show you. Let's get to the art. So when you get a prompt like Demonic Tutor, your brain goes in a lot of directions, but I thought it would be fun to draw a little scene of a student frustrated with their education and a demonic tutor teaching them the way. So you can see me here. I built in the student and a sort of desk, and now we're just drawing in the shapes of our demon here. Now, I assume that this is not going to be entirely accurate or right because, you know, I draw a lot cuter shapes than a lot of Magic the Gathering cards, but I thought in essence we could be close. It'll be hard to find out. You can see here I went with these like little tiny glasses and these big eyes, really trying to bring like a grand scale to the demonic figure while also building them up to be like a little bit nice, like a little Dumbledore-y in like the small glasses kind of thing. I don't know. And so you can see here we've drawn this initial head shape. We actually realized that like they're not looking at the child in the picture, the person they're tutoring anyways, be it child or no. So we start moving the eyes around a bit and then move the head as well, just to give it a better position relative to the student, so that they're actually like looking and care about the student in question. Start working on the forms of the body. Of course, because we have this table, we don't have to do the lower form, so check. Saves us drawing half of a body, which is nice. And yeah, of course they're going to be working on some kind of like paper that they're studying or tutoring through. So you can see them here, just sort of putting their hand on the desk and reaching out to their student, not to devour their soul or anything, but to educate them, as all good demonic tutors would do. And of course we got to get a dramatic tail in here because, you know, it's not fully a demon until it has something of a tail. And why not a mohawk of spikes? Because I like spikes. And there we go. I think we've got the basics of our sketch here. A basic human with a lovely demonic tutor holding a pencil, ready for action. Oh, and we also give him wings. Look at that. Not just Red Bull gives us wings, I also give things wings. So we'll get this wing in here. Somehow, I think we're going to redo it. Or do we get rid of the wing? No wonder I was so surprised by the wing, because the wing doesn't last. We also give them a tie, because they're a teacher, and they gotta look professional. That's gonna be the sketch of our demonic tutor. Let's head over to game time. It's game time! That means it's time for us to play a little game, and we are playing silhouettes this week. I've taken silhouettes of famous characters, and it's your job to figure out what I make of them before time is up. Up first, we have Charlie from Hazbin Hotel. Let's take their silhouette and turn them into something else. and with that, it's time for us to get to our sketch. Now, there's a lot of good work here for us to work from, which means that it's not going to be difficult to sketch this particular character out. All we need to do is refine some of the work we started with. You can see here I'm experimenting a bit with the jaw, trying to get that mouth nice. But in general, my sketch is holding up pretty well. We don't want to go too far down the road away from the sketch because I do really like the pose that we've got. But there's little details that are missing in the initial sketch that we want to land maybe a little bit clearer, a little bit better for our purposes today. Such as like this horn positioning was not exactly right. And so I experiment with a few options just to get within range, you know, of where I want to be. The other challenge is, of course, that eye cheek problem there. Sort of messing around with it. You can see I'm undoing my lines again, just trying to find what's going to work for this character. Ultimately, we end up pulling that horn a little bit further in and just sort of hiding the upper ridge of it. We've got the hand coming in for our demonic tutor. There's something about like big muscular body with tiny little hand that makes me very happy. I'm a simple man. So yeah, we're making these little tiny hands, holding the pencil here, trying to help tutor. And yeah, it's good. I really like the way this one turns out. It's very freeing and fun. You know, sometimes when it comes to drawing, you land on a certain point and you feel really good about it. And there's a sort of magic that can happen sometimes. It doesn't happen in every video or every drawing, I mean, video. It doesn't happen in every drawing, but it does happen. And this was one of the times that things were like locked in a way that felt really good from the get-go. My instincts just felt right on and it made me very happy. Looks like we've changed the pencil out for a finger, which I think is more tutory, right? Like to be like, or I will tell you what it's about. And of course, we gotta get our student in here. And really, we don't care too much about what the student looks like. We just want them to be a figure and feel like a human, in essence, opposed to, say, another demon or something like that. And so you can see me thickening the lines and getting ready for our color. It's time for the dad joke, bad joke. That's right, my dad sends me a joke every single day in WhatsApp, and I collect them all up so I can give them back to you. And today we have one all about a teacher, because we're drawing the demonic tutor. And yeah, what does an English teacher eat for breakfast? What does an English teacher eat for breakfast? Synonym rolls. Synonym rolls. What does an English teacher eat for breakfast? Synonym rolls. Dad joke, bad joke. Let's get back to the art. And yeah, now it's time for some classic colors. We got a demon here, which means they need to be red. I guess they don't have to be red, but I like, you know, going for the classics. We went for a dark, desaturated red just to give a little bit more of that gritty tone that a lot of Magic the Gathering cards have, even though this is not a gritty picture in any sense of the word. And I do really love the fun energy of this demonic tutor. Like the student doesn't realize how good of a teacher this is. This is one that like would have one of those scenes like, do you remember Mr. Holland's Opus? This is such an old movie. And like all his students were there to celebrate him. This demonic teacher would have a day like that eventually because he cares about his students a lot. So you can see here we're putting in some colors just to give the shape of the scene, what would go in a card. And we're dropping in some shadows and some highlights. And we'll come back with the final reveal of our demonic tutor. And we'll show you the original card as well. Let's check it out. And that's going to be it for our first Magic the Gathering card, Demonic Tutor. I really like how it turned out. Let's take it, put it into a card, and put it into my little collection here. We'll fill this up all week long as we have 4 more cards that we're going to be working on, and I cannot wait to show them with you. Show them with you? To you. So subscribe so you don't miss any of them. For now, we have an art gallery, and I love to share your art. We have a piece of art from Luz, the Aqua Grunt, in the Discord. It is this beautiful skull, really stylized, really cool use of black and white and some hashing and various things. Really neat and weird. I think it's a pumpkin as well. Really love it. Thank you so much for sharing it. We have an art gallery where we love to share your art. That's where this came from. Join the sketchy doodles of the Doodle Croodle and show us what you can doodle. Join the link down below, and I would love to put your art here. Don't forget, we also have a new prompt for today, and that prompt is going to be spice. Spice. That's right. It's October, which means it's costume season, and we're using inspiration words to help us draw different costumes. And today's is spice. Share your art with us down below. You can be just like Luz here in the Discord, and we'll put your art up here. Join the Doodle Croodle, link down below. And that is it for our video today. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad you joined us. I'm really honored that you would choose to join me. I'm just a small creator trying to have fun, be art positive, and you being here means the world to me. Before we go, don't forget the one rule of my sketchy habit, which is don't tell anyone about our sketchy habit. Nah, I'm just kidding. Thanks for being here. And of course, till next time, keep being awesome. Bye!